Hi there, welcome to Apple World. Kid, it appears as though young Miami may be on the chase, and Diddy squealed on her to save himself. I couldn't say whether you all knew this, however, my man. Diddy has been squealing on everyone and anyone to save himself, and Miami is next in line. She just got uncovered for supposedly assisting Diddy with moving nose powder from spot to spot, and she is in a tough situation with the federal authorities, which is the reason she is supposedly running. Yet she isn't the main individual who got named for this situation, since 50 Penny's child mother Daphne Bliss likewise got maneuvered into this wreck for being on Diddy's finance as a closeness specialist child. This is a hot-smelling wreck since 50 is past enraged at the circumstances, and he isn't going to allow this discourtesy to slide you all. I simply realize that young Miami is beginning to lament how she has been flapping her gums about Diddy and gloating about how she's never going to leave him since now she is in a difficult situation. Furthermore, she presumably won't get off effectively. She has gone through years gloating about how Diddy is her man and how he entrusts her with everything, and presently it seems as though she must pay the piper because the federal authorities are currently after her too. Diddy has been in a very difficult situation for a very long time at this point, beginning with the claim that was brought against him by his ex, Cassie Ventura. Cassie carefully described the awful treatment that Diddy had exposed her to while they were dating, and she opened the floor for 3 additional ladies to bring their own claims against Diddy. Miami was not referenced in any of these claims, but she still got a ton of intensity for it in view of how intently she was related to Diddy Graceful, and I could go on and on all day about the claims that she might have been engaged with assisting him. With compelling different ladies into freak-offs and individuals raised the time, she compromised Diddy's opposite side piece, Gina Hun, with what sounded like an oddity off yet again that was hypothesis, since nothing was brought against her, and none of the claims even referenced her that, immediately different anyway, when maker Rodney Jones, otherwise known as L. Pole, he documented his own claim against Diddy and uncovered Diddy for completing a few detestable demonstrations during his notorious gay thirrings. He guaranteed that Diddy supposedly made minor young ladies at the gatherings where he purportedly gave them liquor and some of the time spiking the beverages without the information or consent of the casualty. He likewise blamed Diddy for supposedly utilizing the standard with different participants, including young Miami. This was whenever that young Miami first was referenced in the claims that were recorded against Diddy. And that is when we realized that something was up. See, she had gone far beyond to limit any association with Diddy from the second Cassie sued him. She hasn't been found openly with him, and she even erased pictures of them together from her virtual entertainment. And that is the means by which we realized that something was up. She has been effectively attempting to rebrand in the beyond couple of Inths sending off the thing she has been alluding to as her sweet potatoes period, and by and large acting fresh out of the plastic new, like she wasn't hanging all around a couple of months prior. However, at that point, it's hard to fault her. However, in light of the fact that she's attempting to safeguard herself in her profession and not go down with Diddy, and as of recently we, in reality, believed that she could go without any consequence. Yet, Lil Burglarize as of late refreshed his court archives and he meticulously described Miami's relationship with Diddy, particularly with regards to specific unlawful substances like nose powder in the event that you get my dress, besides the fact that he guaranteed that Diddy and Miami purportedly utilized the nose powder together. However, he too guaranteed that Diddy supposedly utilized Miami to move the powder for him at whatever point he needed it, regardless of when or where he was. By the court reports, Pluff and the Combs Rico endeavor were practicing faux are something in the celebration in Virginia. The court reef offended Party Jones, and by he saw Mr. Combs do a couple of lines of coke in his changing area. Sean Combs needed toy. However, Brendan failed to remember it, so litigant Christina Coram called young Miami, who then, at that point, welcomed it on the personal luxury plane from Miami for the people who don't have the foggiest idea who Brendan is. He is Diddy's supposed who purportedly assists Diddy with shipping is everywhere. So what it seems as though is that Miami could be Diddy's backup at whatever point Brandon was inaccessible or anything. Definitely, as of now, it's sort of obvious that Mai is causing problems now that she is getting hauled into the circumstance. It has moved from fans hypothesizing via virtual entertainment that she could be into freak-offs with Diddy to her being uncovered as moving powder for him. Definitely, things are not looking great for her, but rather hold up in light of the fact that that is not all the court archives. Likewise uncover that Miami was additionally functioning as Diddy's escort. If you catch my drift, you all skill. Diddy was accounted for to be paying Miami $500K each month since he loved her. No doubt the court records uncovered that there was more to that than him simply preferring her, since she was supposedly his cozy specialist. The court record said that Miami Jade and Daphne Happiness were paid a month-to-month charge for filling in as Mr. Calm laborers and got installment by means of wire move from Robin Green Slope, which illustrated respondents' continuous criminal activity. This is fascinating on the grounds that Tokyo Tony informed us about Miami being Diddy's private specialist, yet individuals didn't actually focus on her at the time. Kish Carisha say I'm single. I don't have the foggiest idea what that's identity is, and Carisha is obviously young Miami from the city, young ladies gracious. Okay, and she says I'm single. However, she said I'm truly single and brain you. She was in a circumstance with Diddy, and they're in another sort of relationship where you could say, we're together, however we're single and we're doing this. Yet presently, I'm single, she's simply a young lady. As she expected to be, definitely, definite. Lie now on the off chance that it's for do you see some similarity? Not, I need to say in yourself yet, in a few different ladies who might be I will go over here and get this pack. Since remember, I don't let my out that way out the enclosure. There you go. No, a particular sort of lady will do a specific kind of thing. Each lady gonna go for the coin. Yet everything still. Yet depends. That is a man that she know is legitimately sexually open with his. She's actually sucking it with no bias. Boy in a real sense. And what does he give her? 250. Better believe it. 250 enough cash standby. You said that is insufficient. That ain't sufficient cash. How are you completely crazy? Give me 2 million to suck. And you're gay, young lady. Bye, he got this. Ash, please his mom get that check. His mom keeping everything in line around there. Yet with the court records, definitely Miami is in more profound than this than we know. And she is beginning to acknowledge exactly the way in which far this is going. And she is going to be in considerably more issue with the federal authorities than she might have at any point expected. And discussing her being Diddy's private laborer, you all need to know who Daphne is. Happiness is a 50-penny child mother that is Daphne, and 50 pennies share a 12-year-old kid that she brought forth in 2012, yet she and 50 dropped out in no time after his introduction to the world. Dini had a little something with Diddy too, or quite a while back, and they were seen out multiple times. We believe that things had subsided between them because Diddy isn't precisely known for keeping his lady, but from the manner in which it looks, he kept her on his mind as a close specialist. This sort of makes sense of why 50 Cent appears to loathe Diddy so much, and why he frequently makes a special effort to savage Diddy or uncover him for one of several things. Diddy making 50's child mom his laborer is somewhat humiliating, and 50 is presumably getting his lick back by broiling Diddy at each opportunity. He gets 50, likewise concealing her maxim. I didn't realize you were a laborer or a specialist. Haha, yo, this is a film, young lady. This present circumstance is untidy AF, and this is the very thing fans needed to say, not you. All being stunned that Miami is recorded in court. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.